Alrighty, thanks for hanging out with me. So back to the mayhem. This is video number 2. I'm going to continue with this that I've obviously already completed. Yeah, we left off with removing one of the fans off the extruder. So we're just going to continue on with that, and hopefully we get to this stage here by the end of this video. All right, enjoy. Okay, so there's that fan. You can see the motor for the extruder. It's out there. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll take the front fan and the shroud off. We're going to go ahead and pull the Pinda probe out. Let's see, it looks like it's captured in there. So I'm going to have to separate some things. I believe we get another Pinda probe as well. Okay. There's that. There's some more fasteners. Let's see, we'll go ahead and take these fasteners out. Here you get the first look at the inside. So here you can see sort of how this works. So you've got filament that comes into this hole right here, and then it feeds into the cog right there, all the way down, and then into this little tapered area, and then it follows down into the hot end all the way down out here. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll take this part apart. Actually, now we can take this part out. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull this out. This is our Pinda probe. It actually says Pinda on it. Put that off to the side. I think we get a new one, but I like to keep things for spares. We got a whole spare box. Here's the fan. Put that over in the spare pile. And you can see we've got a couple of wires left. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this taken off and get the motor out. So these little tension springs here keep pressure on this pulley, which presses against the filament. And here you can see how the filament goes through here, goes into this hole, and goes through here, and then into this little PTFE tube. So if you look down there, you can see a little PTFE tube. There's our motor off to the side. Now we get into here so we can see our extruder. See what that all looks like. Got those fasteners falling out all over the place, ain't it? Alright. So looks like I've got 2 more fasteners here. Okay, so there's that piece there. And now we can see the extruder. Behold the extruder in all of its glory. So it fits in there kind of tight, kind of wedged in. And PTFE tube. So this is the tube that the filament slides down into. So the filament will slide down into the tube all the way down. There's a threaded heat break inside of here that then goes into the heat block here. This gets heated up, and then if you remember, the fan on the outside blows against this, so it's kind of like a radiator. Kind of helps dissipate the heat. This thing gets pretty hot though, but that's the extruder. That's where the magic happens. So kind of a basic design. This is an E3D V6 12 volt hot end. Alrighty. So let me get all of this stuff out of the way. That was the extruder axis. I'll clean all of this stuff up a little bit later. Alrighty, go ahead and pull this motor off. There we go. So we got a motor and the limit switch. So we'll go ahead and trim this back. Okay, so we got that separated there. Go ahead and get this wiring out. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this electrical panel off. Okay, now this whole thing will pop off. That one pops off like that. And this one has to come all the way out. So this one pops out, just like so. And this disconnects. Like that. So there's the Rambo board. I think this is version 1.3. Pretty basic. I think that used to they ran about $100. Now they're probably around 60, I think. So anyway, pretty nice board. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this axis here off. And we'll pull this out. Okay, so here you'll see there's a couple of bearings. A couple of bearings in right here. This is what the ball screw rides on. This is the ball screw. There's bearings on the other side. You can see the limit switch here, and the bearings, and then the ball screw. Okay. Also, you can see the little pulley here. Set that to the side. Then we'll pull the Z motors. Here's one of the guided rods. Pull that out. And we'll get the other Z motor. Okay. And then there's that Z motor. Pull that bit out. We'll go ahead, remove 3 bolts on each side and pull these off. We'll go ahead and pull the Y-axis off next. It's super easy. Okay, power supply. There's the power supply. Alright, so that took a hot second. So these are the wrenches that I was looking for. That's the basis of the Y-axis. One of the differences with this frame is that it's an all-thread frame. Lots of adjustment to it to get it all nice and square and true. On the 3S, it is extruded aluminum, so it's pretty accurate and it's very square. So we will leave some of this together and we'll take some of it apart. For right now, we're going to go ahead and pull the electricals off here with a tiny screwdriver and pull the limit switch off. There is that. Hold that off to the side. I'm going to take these 2 fasteners out. Okay, so I got the motor loose. I'll take the motor out. Now, if I weren't changing the color of the printer, I wouldn't have taken it down this far. But because I'm changing the color of the printer, all these green pieces are going to get changed. There's that bearing. It's a little bit different design, you see. And then nylock. So that's pretty much it. That's a teardown of MK2S. So I'll try to rescue these other parts here. I'll do it off camera because I'm gonna make a mess. It's gonna get noisy, I'm afraid. And then I'm not sure if this is gonna be a single part video, 2-part video, or what it's gonna be, but anyway. So that took a couple hours, I think, to take it all apart. Putting it back together, I'll have to be a lot more careful with it, just to get everything lined up, especially the Y-axis, the frame with the all thread. That's really tricky to put together. It's probably the most time-consuming thing to put together on the 2S. On the 3S, the most time-consuming thing to put together would be the extruder. The 2.5S, the one that we're going to be building, has the added advantage that it has both of those components. So not only am I going to have to put together the threaded rods again and get everything nice and level and square, but I'll also have to put together an extruder that's designed like a 3S. So that'll be fun. All right, check out my daughter's artwork. That's Augie. Augie's from the Sweet Tea video. Anyway, thanks for joining the madness. I hope you guys have a great day and do something nice for someone. Alrighty. If you like the video, If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below. I'm a pretty small channel at this point, so I pretty much respond to every single comment. All right. And even if it's nothing but just a shout out, go ahead and give me a shout out, and then I'll reply, because most of you are friends of mine or are friends of good friends of mine. So thank you for your support. Click subscribe. If you like the channel, go back and look at some of my other videos. Some of the turkey videos were shot last year. They were kind of older videos. So I've had a little bit of a different attitude. I've learned a lot as far as shooting videos and producing my videos, producing my content. So anyway, I think that's it. Y'all have a great day. If we can get it all unwound out of everything. Jeez Louise. Like, it's done a really good job of getting wound up into everything. It's impossible. What the heck? There we go. Alright. We're out of there. Yep. Dropping parts. Pardon the back of my head. I did shape my head today, though. Alright. I don't know if that's going to come out too easy. I want to be able to throw you away. Let go of the bearing.